So now you guys are probably want to get better at CFOP, and you want to learn how to improve your cross. Maybe the cross is taking you like 12 seconds or 15 seconds, and you're thinking like, how do some people do it in 1 second? Well, this video should hopefully help you to cut down your time a little bit. This is what's the exciting. Before I get this video started, I just want to say that you guys are going in the right direction with video tutorials. Those really help, and they helped me quite a bit. Hopefully I can help you guys too in improving on your speed. I recommend you guys also play around with the cube on your own. But for now, I'm just going to teach you some of the tricks that I learned. So I'm just going to scramble it up. And when I see something, I'll say something. Okay. So when looking at the cross, some people say, be color neutral and look at the entire cube. That is good advice, but it can take a while sometimes. So if you're not completely color neutral yet, for this, we're just going to stick with white. Okay? So the first tip I have for you is, instead of going, let's say you're trying to get this blue and match it up with that blue. Instead of going like that, matching it up here, and then putting it down, there's a much easier way you could have done that. Instead of doing that, you could have gone like this. It's right here, match it up, put it in. Okay? Again, with the green right here, instead of going like that, then putting out the green here, then matching it up again, then inserting it, you could have just gone like from this, gone up like that, and put it in like that. Okay? So that's my first tip for you. The next thing is, you don't have to keep the edge pieces here. You can go like this sometimes, but always keep blue and green across from each other. You don't have to keep the center pieces matched up. So here, I'll just show you what I mean. So let's say it's like this. I, in this case, would go like this. Put the red in. I know that red's supposed to go here because green's on this side and blue's on this side. Put the red back. And then insert the orange. That's what I would do if I had this case. Okay. As you notice, I ignored the fact that now the blue is not matched up, and I just put in the red instead, because by now I know that orange and red are across from each other, green and blue are across from each other, and I can disrupt the edge pieces without even thinking. So let me show you again this example solve. So I know that red is on the right of blue, I know that green should go over here across from blue, and I know that orange is across from red. But again, you don't want to take this so literally, so instead with the orange piece, I'm going to do something, and I'll explain it to you in a little while. So I'm just going to do it. Green across from blue, red in between green and blue. And now what I'm going to do with this orange piece, I'm going to match it up with orange, because even though we don't always have to keep the cross center pieces and edge pieces together, sometimes it's better to, because you know where they're going to end up. This is eventually going to end up here. So it's okay to match it up with orange, put those matched up, and then match it up later. So you always gotta think about things and be smart about it, rather than taking things too literally and being blind to easier options that are smarter. That's why video tutorials sometimes aren't as good as figuring things out on your own. Sorry, I'm just having a drink of some Canada Dry. Yep. Okay. So now for this case, I noticed something and I'm going to use it. So I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to put the red over here. It'll make sense a little bit. So now the red's going to make sense, because I know that green is on the left of orange. So if I went like this, these would be in the right spot. And if I went like this, all three of these would be in the right spot. And it'd be easy like that. That's why these cases are very important, because it cuts back on time when you can use one move to put in 2 edge pieces. Now, here's another thing that you guys should learn. Let's say the blue's here, and the white's at the front, blue's at the top, and you're trying to get the piece over here. In this case, you are. What you want to do is turn the face like that, go in, and then back, right? This is something I very frequently use because it's so quick. So here's again to show you it better. So all of these are matched up, as you can see, right? And the blue's right here. So what you want to do, match it up with the blue, put it in, put it back up. And it's really quick because it's only 3 steps. 1, 2, 3, right? So let's put some of that together, what you learned so far together, and show you what it would look like. Okay, so it's nice and scrambled. Ready? They're across from each other. Mashed it up. Put the green in, put back, mashed it in, put it in. Yeah. So hopefully you could see that. Here, I'll do a few more example solves for you guys to learn. So and then boom, the cross is there. Now I could do this faster, I could, but I just want to show you guys what to do. Okay, now let's look at this again. Okay, and the cross is there. Another thing that I learned is, let's say the orange is here and the orange and red are inverted. Then what you want to do is invert every single one of the edge pieces, and then later you can put them in the right spots easily with a simple U2 or D2. Another tip I have for those specific D2s is to, instead of doing D2, like you would here, you would usually do that, right, to match it up. Instead, what you can do is this move, which is U minuscule 2, okay? That's a bit faster for me because I'm not used to using my ring finger that much, but that doesn't necessarily apply to you. Anyways, we're getting a bit off track, so let's go back on track. What else is there? Oh yeah, I need to tell you about this too. So, you guys should also know that the best way to do it is during inspection. You already figured out how to do the cross, and you should be able to do the cross without even looking. So, here goes. I'm not gonna look. I was closing my eyes during that entire time, and I still did. Okay? If you do that, then you'll be able to move on to your F2L pair without even thinking. So you'll do the cross without thinking, see the F2L pair, do that without thinking, see the next F2L pair, do that without thinking, see the next F2L pair, do that without thinking, do OLO without thinking, and then go on to PLO, and you got the cube, and you're going to be really fast. And that's actually what's called look ahead. And you guys probably have heard about that. I'm going to talk about that more in my upcoming F2L tutorial. But that's a lot. But that F2L tutorial is not going to come out yet. I have one more thing to say for you guys, and that is, it's best that sometime during your cross, you end up putting the cross at the bottom so that you can transition into F2L quickly. So it's okay to like look at it as you're setting in part of the cross, but let's say it's like this now. And the green's right here. Everything else is matched up. I'll put that at the bottom. Turn that. Put the green in. Now it's at the bottom. Do a D. Then you're on to F2L. And that's the last tip I have for you guys. And yeah. So that's it for the video, guys. Remember to check out all the videos that are on the screen right now. Also, remember to subscribe and turn on your notifications so you know when videos come out. And share.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's